could be taking control, yeah.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Neil. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, each and every single one of you feeling fine and fantastic. Today, we're joined by the one and the only Tanya.
Hi.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at another scene from the movie Three Idiots. Looking forward to this very much because what we just saw in the previous scene was quite shocking.
Yeah.
And it's quite revealing about what, not necessarily every single place, but what a lot of the education system is like around the world.
Basically.
And this is coming from me, yeah. And it's shocking to know that in India it's such a stressful thing and a mind F, if you guys know what that means. A mind F for the people of India when it comes to having the pressure of graduating at a high level with high marks in universities and in colleges. It puts so much stress on their mind that maybe even as well when they finish that college they won't have a job, because what you have to realize is there's so many people competing for one job.
There is.
So you may find years upon years upon years upon years before you finally get to what you want to do. And yet, you've put yourself in so much debt. Your parents, your family have put you into these expensive places and they've put themselves into a precarious situation where they're struggling financially themselves and they're relying on you, okay? They're relying on you to graduate at a high level with a good job and get paid well, which is very unfortunate because you shouldn't put that pressure on your children ever.
Just imagine how much pressure your children must feel, not only from all the teachers at university, because they pressure you to have high marks for the benefit of the college. So they're one of the best, one of the first ranked and things like that. But also knowing that you have to rank one of the first so you can get a job, so you don't disappoint your parents who are basically relying on you to get high marks. And in the future, basically you paying them back from all the money that they've paid for you.
Correct.
Just imagine that person that fights hard, he can compete with the rest, gets out of college without a job. What are those people going to do?
Remember the story I told you? You're exactly right. You remember the story I told you about the I can't remember if I said it in one of the videos or not, but I knew this guy who'd spent so much money, and it's funny, the situation. I knew this guy, he spent so much money and he was looking down on people because he went to university, yeah? And he got this so-called degree. Anyway, his degree was finished. And his degree was like Scientology or something like that, yeah? It was something like, it wasn't useful at all, yeah? But he was looking down on people because he had a degree, yeah? It was like it was a master's or something. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it's funny because the guy that he used to give crap to turned out to be a plumber, yeah? I can't remember if I told you the story,
you did. So
the guy was in debt because he had owed so much money to the school and to the banks because he took out the $100,000+ loan, yeah? It was a student loan. And it's unfathomable because you've got that to pay for, and then in the future, you're going to have to get a house, a car. So you're going to have all these loans. You're going to be into debt for the rest of your life. You're never going to pay it off. What sort of thing is that? Anyway, he was in this much debt. He couldn't pay anything off, so he ended up losing the place he was at. I think it was an apartment he had. And it's funny because the person that he used to give crap to, that was the plumber, because the plumber was so-called uneducated, it's funny because the plumber was the one that came to his house and turned off his water.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's funny because exactly right.
Don't ever laugh about anyone and don't look down.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Today you're here but tomorrow you can be here.
Exactly, right.
And the person that is in the middle, that you're laughing at the moment because you think you're above, can end up being on top of you.
Exactly right. In an instant, too.
In an instant.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the next scene. Aamir Khan, fantastic. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Let's go.
ये ग्लास मिलेगा? आप ग्लास फेंक के मारेंगी, मेरा सर फट जाएगा।
मैं?
क्योंकि मैं आपको थोड़ी सी फ्री एडवाइस देने वाला हूँ।
क्या?
उस गधे से कभी शादी मत करिए।
Excuse me?
वो आदमी एडवाइस्ड है। जिंदगी भर आपको अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स के दाम बता के पका देगा।
हेलो।
आपकी लाइफ बर्बाद हो जाएगी, तो फ्यूचर विल बी फिनिश्ड। डेमो दो। उसके जूते कितने के पता करो। मैं नहीं पूछूंगा, वो खुद बताए। जैसे
So they get into a wedding they haven't even been invited to, just to eat?
Yeah.
भागी। फ्री एडवाइस लेना तो लो, नहीं तो जाने दो।
There you go. Oh, what's he doing there?
Is his daughter?
Oh!
ये यहाँ क्या कर?
एक सेकंड।
Didn't his daughter die on a train or something? He said.
पूरी के लिए जगह नहीं है।
I thought so.
अच्छा।
I thought he said that, so he's a liar.
My daughter died in a train accident.
Thank you so much.
ऐसी क्या बात है? तो मेरा फर्ज था।
Can I ask you for a little more help?
या।
मेरे डैड सुहास के साथ ये एंगेजमेंट तोड़ने नहीं देंगे। आप इतना अच्छा एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, अगर आप उनको भी एक डेमो दे दे तो।
हाँ, क्यों नहीं डेमो देंगे। राजू, हाँ, चटनी दे।
You're really sweet.
अरे, कहाँ है डैडी आपके?
बिल्कुल आपके पीछे। भाग लो, फ्री एडवाइस है, लेना है तो लो, नहीं तो जाने दो।
तुम लोग यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? सर, लिफाफा दे के आते हैं सर स्टेज पे।
मुझे दे दो, मेरी बहन की शादी है।
बहन? सर, आपकी टोटल कितनी बेटियां हैं सर? खाली। तू दला नहीं रही?
वैसे हमने तो आपको बुलाया नहीं, आप शायद लड़के वालों की तरफ से होंगे।
नहीं सर, हम एक्चुअली साइंस की तरफ से सर, साइंस की तरफ से। कैन यू एक्सप्लेन?
डैड, ये एक्सप्लेन बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, अभी डेमो देंगे, दो ना।
सर एक्चुअली दिल्ली में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बहुत जाती है सर, और शादी में बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है सर उसकी वजह से। तो मैंने सोचा कि एक ऐसा इन्वर्टर बनाऊं जो शादी में आई हुई गाड़ियों की बैटरी से पावर ले सर। अच्छा।
वाव।
सर, डिजाइन रेडी है। डिजाइन कहाँ है? डिजाइन देता हूँ तुझे। हाँ, मैं राजू देगा। राजू। सर, मैं आपको डायरेक्ट इन्वर्टर बना के दिखाता हूँ। तुम सिर्फ बेवकूफ बना सकते हो, इन्वर्टर नहीं सर। सर, मैं आपको इन्वर्टर जरूर बना के दिखाऊंगा सर, आई प्रॉमिस। और उसको आपका नाम दूंगा सर, क्योंकि आफ्टर ऑल आपकी बेटी की शादी में इन्वेंट हुआ है, तो इट बी एन ऑनर।
फरहान, राजू, आप दोनों से कल मैं ऑफिस में मिलना चाहूंगा।
Oh, that freaking bird.
सर, आपका पर प्लेट कॉस्ट कितना था सर? हम लोग भर देंगे सर, इंस्टॉलमेंट्स में सर।
नहीं घुसेंगे सर।
हाँ सर, मैं तो अपनी शादी में भी नहीं घुसूंगा।
इनफैक्ट सर, मैं शादी नहीं करूंगा और ये भी नहीं करेगा सर।
हाँ सर,
तुम्हारे माँ बाप को भी शादी नहीं करनी चाहिए थी।
Oh.
दुनिया में 2 इडियट्स कम पैदा होते।
See, how do elders, like the elders are supposed to get respect when they don't respect?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, the heck?
Yeah, thank you.
That's one thing, guys, that you need to do. When you're an elder, respect the younger generation. The younger generation will respect you. I'm telling you right now.
ये है रणछोड़ दास के फादर की मंथली इनकम 2.5 करोड़ रुपए। अब इसमें से 1 या 2 जीरो निकाल दो तो उसे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन एक और जीरो कम हो जाए तो आई वुड वरी लिटिल। ये तुम्हारे फादर की मंथली इनकम है मिस्टर फरहान। और अब एक और जीरो कम कर दो तो ये तुम्हारी फैमिली इनकम है मिस्टर राजू रस्तोगी। बिग रीजन टू वरी। फिर उस सहस्र बुद्धि की बात मानो और अपना कमरा चेंज करो, चतुर रामलिंगम के साथ शिफ्ट हो जाओ। एग्जाम उस छाछड़ के साथ रहोगे तो कभी पास नहीं।
Why? Because you're jealous he's smarter than you.
Exactly.
What the heck?
Because it's proving you wrong, basically.
Yeah. Look how high this man's pants are. They're up to his boobies.
7-minute nap.
शेयर करा दिए, then get lost.
This guy.
This is the weirdest teacher I've ever seen in my life.
हमारे साथ गेम खेल रहा है डिवाइड एंड रूल। अरे तो डर मत यार।
डरना पड़ता है, मुझे अच्छी नौकरी के लिए अच्छे ग्रेड चाहिए और ग्रेड्स उसके हाथ में। तेरे जैसा रईस बात नहीं है मेरा जिसके खर्चे में पूरी जिंदगी निकाल लूंगा।
ए राजू तू क्या बकवास कर रहा है यार?
ये जो बोलेगा हम वही करेंगे क्या? ऑल इज वेल, ऑल इज वेल। तू होगा चमचा इसका, मैं नहीं।
ए अब तो लाइन क्रॉस कर रहा है।
नहीं, मैं बीच में लाइन बना रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे मेरी फैमिली को सपोर्ट करना है।
See, he's cracking. Look.
बाबा की दवाइयों में जाती है।
See what the pressure does?
कमों की शादी नहीं हो रही क्योंकि लड़के वालों को मारुति 800 चाहिए। पिछले 5 सालों में मैंने एक साड़ी तक नहीं खरीदी।
यार अब तो आर्गुमेंट में माँ की साड़ी घुस रहेगा तो फिर हम क्या बोल सकते हैं? यार वैसे एक साल में कितनी साड़ियाँ रिजनेबल होती हैं?
माँ को लेके मजाक नहीं है।
अरे राजू हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, जी लगा के पढ़ेंगे, लेकिन सिर्फ एग्जाम पास करने के लिए नहीं। किसी महापुरुष ने कहा है कि कामयाब होने के लिए नहीं, काबिल होने के लिए पढ़ो। सक्सेस के पीछे मत भागो, एक्सेलेंस का पीछा करो। सक्सेस झक मार के तुम्हारे पीछे आएगी।
Yep.
किस महापुरुष ने कहा? बाबा ने छोड़ दास मारो तुम लोग।
अरे यार
But that's true. Exactly what he said.
Nothing is impossible.
नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल। ले अब डाल दे इसको वापस अंदर।
राजू ने ट्रेन का डिब्बा बदल दिया। अब वो चतुर के साथ सफर करने निकल पड़ा। हिंदी का सफर,
Yeah, right.
अंग्रेजी का सफर, SUFFER। चतुर को सब साइलेंसर बुलाते थे। माइंड को शार्प करने के लिए कोई बंगाली बाबा का चूरन खाता था।
So this is how they became friends with this fella. Ah.
I didn't do it, Raju.
और इल्जाम हमेशा दूसरों पे ठोकता था। साइलेंसर दिन में 18 घंटे रट्टा मारता था और एग्जाम्स की रात दूसरों को पढ़ाई से डिस्ट्रैक्ट करता था। उसका मानना था कि एग्जाम्स टॉप करने या तो खुद मार्क्स अच्छे
That's funny. So you distract others so you can get higher marks? That's funny.
That's initiative.
No.
That's initiative. Okay.
यहाँ कई चमत्कार किए हैं। चमत्कार का मतलब
नहीं चाहिए दुबे जी, मैं याद कर लेंगे। I'll memorize it.
अरे रट्टू पोपट।
टीचर्स डे पे इंट्रोडक्टरी स्पीच देने के लिए शुद्ध हिंदी में लिखवाया।
हेलो। हाँ बोला तो। चतुर तुम्हारा फोन है?
दुबे जी प्रिंटेड आपके पास रखिए, मैं आती हूँ।
He just said it. I don't care about the meaning. I'll just memorize it.
They're exactly right.
अरे दुबे जी, आपको डायरेक्टर साहब ने अभी याद किया।
अच्छा
हाँ अभी।
अच्छा ठीक है, तुम ये चतुर को दे देना, मैं आता हूँ।
You're supposed to know the meaning.
Exactly.
The first thing you're supposed to know is the meaning behind something.
You need to understand, not memorize.
जी मैं लाजपत नगर पुलिस स्टेशन से बोल रहा हूँ। आप युगांडा से हैं?
यस सर।
जी आपकी जान को खतरा है।
व्हाट? हाउ?
मेरी इंस्ट्रक्शन ध्यान से सुनिए, वरना कॉलेज के गेट के बाहर निकलते ही बीच रोड में आपकी मौत हो जाएगी।
क्यों? क्या हुई?
चतुर इस सदमे से रिकवर करता उससे पहले रैंचो ने उसकी स्पीच के चंद शब्द बदल डाले, जैसे चमत्कार बन गया बलात्कार।
आपने मुझे बुलाया सर? और तुम दुबे लाइब्रेरियन बन गए तुम सर? Congratulations.
Didn't even know he works there.
होल्ड कीजिए।
एक्सक्यूज मी सर, सर
हेलो जी। हाँ जी, मैं कहा था।
आपने बोला गेट के बाहर मेरी मोर।
हाँ, देखो जब तुम गेट के बाहर निकलोगे तब सामने तुम्हें एक सिग्नल दिखेगा, ट्रैफिक सिग्नल।
ट्रैफिक सिग्नल, हाँ ओके ओके।
जब वो सिग्नल लाल हो जाएगा यानी कि रेड, तब सारी गाड़ियां रुक जाएंगी।
ओके ओके, फिर
तुम ध्यान से रोड क्रॉस करना। वो क्या है ना बेटा, आजकल ट्रैफिक बहुत ज्यादा है, तो कभी गाड़ी वाड़ी से टकरा जाए तो मौत भी हो सकती है।
What nonsense! I know that.
You know that? Very good बेटा, तब तो तुम सेफ हो। शाबाश शाबाश।
बन गया
Hey silencer, 2 मिनट ले लेती है।
You don't call me that, Angel.
अरे डायरेक्टर तो बोले हमें नहीं बुलाया।
बुलाया थोड़ी था दुबे जी, मैंने तो कहीं याद किया।
नालायकों!
Oh, he's gonna read in front of everyone.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know what the word they changed means.
Yeah, because he didn't memorize. He only memorized it. He didn't understand it.
शिक्षण मंत्री श्री R.D. त्रिपाठी जी, माननीय शिक्षकगण और मेरे प्यार सभापति, आज अगर ऐसी आसमान की बुलंदियों को छू रहा है तो उसका श्रेय सिर्फ एक इंसान को जाता है, श्री वीरू सहस्त्र बुद्धे।
सर, कौन बोल रहे हैं पर शब्द हमारे हैं।
Oh no.
30 साल से इन्होंने निरंतर इस कॉलेज में बलात्कार पे बलात्कार किया।
इसका मतलब है चमत्कार पे चमत्कार किया है।
उम्मीद है आगे भी करते रहेंगे। आश्चर्य होता है कि एक इंसान अपने जीवन काल में इतनी बलात्कार कैसे कर सकता है। से आपने आपको इस काबिल बुलाया है। वक्त का सही उपयोग, घंटी का पूर्ण इस्तेमाल कोई इनसे सीखे। आज हम सब छात्र यहाँ हैं, कल देश विदेश फैल जाएंगे। वादा है अब से जिस देश में होंगे वहाँ आईसीई का नाम रोशन करेंगे।
He still doesn't even know what he's saying.
जो बलात्कार करने की क्षमता यहाँ के छात्रों में है, वो संसार के किसी छात्र में नहीं। आदरणीय मंत्री जी, नमस्कार। आपने इस संस्थान को वो चीज दी जिसके हमें सख्त स्तन स्तन होता सभी के पास है, सब छुपा के रखते हैं, देता कोई नहीं। आपने अपना स्तन इस बलात्कारी पुरुष के हाथ में दिया। अब देखिए ये कैसा इसका उपयोग करता है।
Oh, that's better than the real speech.
Yeah.
सुन सुन, अब अपने पादने की ताकत संस्कृत में समझाएगा।
उत्तमम दददात पादम मध्यम पादम कनिष्ठम थुड़थुड़ी अपादम सस्मीर प्राणकटक.
He doesn't even realize what he said.
No.
Oh my gosh.
रट्टा मार के तू कॉलेज के 4 साल तो अपनी इज्जत बचा लेगा, लेकिन लाइफ के अगले 40 साल तेरा बलात्कार होता रहेगा. बलात्कार. अरे यार इतना समझाया समझता नहीं.
Oh.
Whoa, who's that?
Him.
मैंने तुम्हारा क्या बिगाड़े है?
अरे सॉरी यार, पर्सनली मत ले.
पर्सनली लूंगा. चतुर रामलिंगम ये इंसल्ट नहीं भूलेगा. I'll think of it every minute, every second of my life.
यार छोड़ना यार, एक्चुअली क्या हम लोग राजू को डेमो दे रहे थे कि रट्टा मार के मत पढ़ो, कुछ समझ के पढ़ो यार.
Exactly.
मैं यहाँ मजा लूटने नहीं आया हूँ.
तो क्या इज्जत लूटने आया है? साइंस का बलात्कार करने आया है?
मेरे मेथड्स पे हंसो. एक दिन इन्हीं मेथड से मैं सक्सेसफुल बन के दिखाऊंगा.
Will it bring you happiness?
हंसूंगा, तुम रोओगे.
यार तू फिर गलत ट्रेन पकड़ रहा है. सक्सेस के पीछे मत भाग. इतना अच्छा इंजीनियर बन के सक्सेस तेरे पीछे भागे यार.
Exactly.
These ideals don't work in the real world.
Yes, they do. You idiot.
ट्रेन पकड़. मैं मेरी ट्रेन पकड़ता हूँ. 10 साल के बाद इसी स्टेशन पे वापस आएंगे. आज ही के दिन देखेंगे कौन ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल हो, तुम या मैं. हे हिम्मत, हे हिम्मत, तो लगा बैठ. बोल, आएगा आएगा आएगा.
क्या कर रहे हैं? अरे समझ क्या हो गया इसको?
So he spends his whole life trying to prove that, you know what I mean, he's going to be more successful.
ये डेट भूलना मत.
So the thing is, he spent so many years trying to prove to them, oh, I'm going to be more successful, but yet he forgot the main thing, and that was to be happy. To be happy.
Let me tell you something as well. In the photos that he showed at the beginning, did you see him next to the house, next to the car, next to his wife? I'm telling you, they're fake. They're photos that they took from the internet, pretending that they are his car, pretending that they are his house, because he is jealous that Rancho proved him wrong and Rancho was right.
Okay.
What's the point of you memorizing everything if in the future you have a machine that you have to repair and you know the explanation of the sentence that you memorized, but you don't understand it?
But exactly what you just said. But that's why a lot of kids can't hold down a job these days, because they study, and like you say, they memorize, but as soon as they get out to the real world and situations happen, they don't know what to do.
Exactly.
They don't know the problem solving. But that's why I say it's so important not to just focus on grades. Because yeah, you may get the job as well, but also you may be fired very quickly. And it happens.
Yeah.
75% of new workers get fired. And that's a proven fact. You can go research that. 75% of new workers get fired. Not instantly, but they get fired. And it's so evident these days because, like I said, everyone is focused on books. Well, now it's virtual, it's on the computer, but it's the same thing. But they forget the real thing, and that's to go out there and do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's to go out there and experience those situations. Like, I was speaking to someone the other day, and they were saying that their kid is in high school and they don't even do work experience anymore. Whereas I did work experience where I went out, well, free of charge, and I worked at a place every single week, yes, for 1 day a week, yeah? And I got to learn and experience what it was like, yeah? I worked at a very young age at Burger King when I was very, very young, when I was like 13 and a half, more or less. And when I was very, very young, that's when I was working at Burger King. And that's when I started to learn what it's like in the real world. And then I went from place to place to place when I was younger, while I was in high school. And then the last year of high school, before graduating, I went and did work experience, and I learned how the real workforce was.
That's how it is.
And then you know what I mean? Like, that's how I started to know who I was as a person. I wasn't focused on books. I was focused more on how to do this in the real world, how to do this in life, how I'm going to make myself a better person, to make myself happy. And if I'm happy, then my family's happy. You know what I mean? That's the sort of mindset you should be having as a student yourself.
Yeah.
That's the mindset you should be having. Not trying to prove people wrong with your intelligence. Because everyone, if they put their mind to it, can be intelligent, just as intelligent as you. Everyone that puts their mind to it and puts hours upon hours upon hours of dedication into a book, they can be as intelligent as you. But you may have this intelligence, but do you have the intelligence when it comes to problem solving?
Exactly.
I mean, like, not problem solving as in mathematics, not as in science. No, I'm talking actually problem solving situations in the real world. Because obviously what I've been seeing is, especially, and this is very evident, when problem solving or the things in the real world get a little bit sticky, they start to stress, they start to give up, they start to get angry, and you saw one commit suicide. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. That's what happens, because you have so many factors in it.
Yeah, but
you have all those different stresses, everything getting crammed into your head, that the end result's just going to be bad.
But what we're talking about right now, that the student that killed himself, he probably knew all the definitions from the book. But then when he had to build a drone using his knowledge,
that's what I said,
he didn't know how to do it, because I mean, yeah, you can know what electricity is, what, for example, I can know from English, for example, I can understand that present simple is used for things that I'm doing right now, that they're not routines, but then you tell me, okay, use it in a sentence. And I'm like, I don't know. I just know that it's used here. Okay, but use it in a sentence. I don't know, because I don't understand what I'm telling you. I'm just repeating you what I read in a book. So then I don't know English. Because I know when to use present simple and present continuous. But if you tell me use it in a sentence, I don't know how to use it. So I don't know English, even if I've memorized the whole English book. And that's the same here. If you know all the definitions from the engineering book or whatever book you're using, but then you have to create a machine, you have to apply it in real life. They hire you to build a computer. They hire you to build a drone. And you know the whole book, but you don't know how to put it into practice. You're gonna get fired.
Well, exactly right.
That's how it is.
And when I first met Tanya, her English wasn't that great. It's still not perfect now, but it's really, really, really good. Sometimes it's better than mine, but that's because I'm Australian and now I say thanks with an F instead of thanks. But anyway, when I met Tanya, her English wasn't that good, but after 2 years, her English was incredible. And you had been studying for so many years English with books, teachers saying do this, do that, do this, do that. But what happened? Your English got perfect because you were practicing it, you were doing it yourself every single day.
Yeah.
You were using it in general conversation with me every single day. And that's how you improved your English. But that's what I'm saying to everyone right now. That's what we're saying, is that you don't need books. You don't need books to be perfect at something. You literally have to go out and do it before you
Practice.
Exactly. You need to go out and do it before you perfect it in your mind. Because what you think in your mind in the book is your imagination thinking it's perfect, and then when it's not perfect and everything starts hitting the fan, okay, when SHIT starts hitting the fan, you start to stress because you don't know what to do. But yet if you were put into that situation before you started to stress, you would have known how to solve it.
Yeah.
You would have had to know how to overcome it.
Yeah, but that's the difference with my English. Because it's very different to write down and speak.
Correct.
When you write down, you can think about it. You can stop and say, okay, what word goes here? Okay, let me look at the different tenses. And okay, this one fits here. But when you're talking, you have to react fast.
Yeah.
You can't stop there and, every now and then if you can remember a word, you can do it. But you can't be stopping every second thinking, okay, what tense goes in there? This no. You have to do it fast. And that's what people lack of when they are studying English. Yeah. Because they know all the rules, but then when they have to think quick, they can't. And that was my problem. And now I've forgotten half of the rules. If you ask me when do you use this, I'll be like, I don't know, I just use it. You just tell me a sentence and I'll tell you this goes in there, but don't ask me why. I just know.
Now the thing is, you get a certificate when you get a high level of English, yeah? And people say, oh, I need it for a job.
Yeah.
You know why? Because there's two things. People these days don't walk up to a place and hand their resume in and showcase who they are at the front door.
No.
If you, honestly, guys, no matter what, right? If you don't have a certificate that proves your high level of English, if you don't have the certificate, then go to the place that you want to work at, go to the place where you want to be at, and showcase to them your level of English.
Speak in English.
Speak to them. Speak to them over the phone in English. Speak to them face to face in English. None of this sending emails out. If it's on the other side of the world, it's a different story, yes? But if there's a way to communicate with them, if there's a way that you can talk and put the video on YouTube and then send a link and say to them, look, this is my level of English.
Exactly.
Go have a look. Then you won't need to stress about having such a high level certificate. And that's what I say. That's why speaking is the number one thing when learning the language of English, when learning the language of Spanish, when learning the languages around the world. The number one thing to do is to remember speaking, because speaking is the most important. And it's been lost. It's been lost over the last 10 years because of technology and people texting. It's been lost.
Yeah, but that's how you prove that you know English.
Yeah.
By speaking, not by saying, oh yeah, I know all the rules in the book. Yeah, but you know how to put it into practice? No.
Correct.
Then you don't know English, even if you know all the rules.
Absolutely correct.
And that's what Rancho is trying to explain here.
Yeah.
You can know all the definitions from the book, but if you don't understand the meaning, in the future it's not going to take you anywhere. Because the day that you're hired by a company and they tell you to put it into practice, you are not going to know how to do it. And that's how it is. And he is completely right. And I'm telling you, the guy, I can't remember his name, the guy from Uganda.
Yeah.
He's lying. In the future, he'll get proved wrong. He'll probably don't have a job, not being even married, or don't even have anything. He'll probably be poor, don't even have a job. But he is... The reason why he did all that is just to try to show off and try to say, yeah, see, I was right, even if he wasn't, yeah?
There's plenty of people out there
Yeah,
like
I'm
that.
telling you. That's
Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's scene. Let us know in the comment section down below. Drop a big thumbs up if you did, as well as hit that subscription button down below. Remember, stay safe, be kind to one another, but most importantly...
Be happy.
Exactly.
Bye.
Peace.